Incidents along the journey to Tabuk. After the Muslim army left for battle, the Holy Prophet ﷺ first camped out the Hokusab, about a one-night journey from Medina. During the journey, he combined Zohr with Asr and Maghrib with Isha. He performed ablution by washing his hands and face 3 times, his arms up to the elbows, and wiping over his leather shoes. Hazrat Abdurrahman bin Auf radhiyallahu anhu led the prayer, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ joined in the second unit. Later, completing his own prayer, he praised the companions for starting the prayer on time. When the Holy Prophet ﷺ passed through the valley of Hijr, he wanted the Muslims not to enter the area of those who had caused great grief unless absolutely necessary. He then covered his face or head with his cloak. Hijr was the home of the Tahmud, the people of Prophet Saleh alayhi salam, who were blessed with abundance but incurred God's wrath after killing the sacred camel. They are mentioned in the Quran as a people of Hijr, with a chapter named after them. During the journey to Tabuk, the Holy Prophet ﷺ's camel Qaswa went missing. A man named Zayd, a hypocrite who had pretended to accept Islam, mocked that if the Prophet ﷺ were truly a prophet, he would know the camel's location. God then revealed the exact whereabouts of the camel to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, proving Zayd wrong. When Hazrat Amara radhiyallahu anhu heard what Zayd had said, he expelled him from his tent. During the journey, when the Muslims' food ran low, they asked to sacrifice their camels for meat. Hazrat Umar radhiyallahu anhu advised instead that everyone gather their remaining rations for the Holy Prophet ﷺ to pray over. The Prophet ﷺ did so, and the food miraculously sufficed for all, with some left over. During the journey, a fight broke out between 2 men, and one lost his front teeth. He asked the Holy Prophet ﷺ for blood money, but the Holy Prophet ﷺ said it did not apply in this case, showing that recompense depends on the circumstances. During the journey, the Muslims passed a date orchard, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ guessed it would yield 10 wusq of dates. He told the owner to note the weight after harvesting. On their return, she confirmed it was exactly 10 wusq, just as the Prophet ﷺ had said. Troubles faced by the Muslims and arrival at Tabuk. Upon reaching Tabuk, the Holy Prophet ﷺ warned of an approaching storm, instructing everyone to tie their camels, stay low, and go out only in pairs. That night, a strong storm hit, sweeping away anyone who stood. Afterwards, when the Muslims had no water, the Prophet ﷺ prayed and rain fell from a cloud that appeared. During the journey, the Muslims suffered extreme heat and thirst. One man even slaughtered his camel and drank water from his camel's belly. They asked the Holy Prophet ﷺ to pray, and as he raised his hands, a cloud appeared and rained only over the army. On the way to Tabuk, the Holy Prophet ﷺ told the Muslims not to touch the spring's water until he arrived, but 2 men did so and were scolded. When the Prophet ﷺ washed his face and hands in the spring and poured the water back, it began to flow abundantly, providing enough for all. He told Hazrat Mu'adh radhiyallahu anhu that the area would one day become lush with orchids, which later came true, and Hazrat Mu'adh radhiyallahu anhu was buried there. Hazrat Wasila radhiyallahu anhu, a new Muslim, missed the army's departure for Tabuk. He asked someone to take him along in exchange for his share of spoils. An elderly man agreed but later refused the share, saying that this was not his intention in helping. His Holiness, may Allah be his helper, appealed for prayers for the Ahmadis around the world and Palestinians. May Allah have mercy on them and free them from their oppressors. The ceasefire that was touted is only in name. The events of the previous 2 days prove that the ceasefire was in name alone. May Allah save these oppressed people from further cruelties and bring the oppressors to task.